Welcome to today's episode of the Daily Coffee Pro, friends. Today we are going to be talking about failure. The topic of today's discussion is if you're doing things right, you will fail. Today's episode is dedicated to someone in particular. They know who they are. And it was inspired by Felipe Croce. Look, failure is something that we have been conditioned to think is wrong, and that it is something that's bad. It is something that is the mark of you not doing well. And I am here to tell you that that is incorrect. Failure is something that will happen to you if you are doing things that are hard. And if you are doing things that are hard, then you are doing things right. It doesn't mean that you will know how to do it all the time, because you won't. It doesn't mean that you will know where you're going all the time. All it means is that you dared to do shit that was hard for you. And by definition, you're going to fail. Be okay with that. If you haven't failed yet, you're not pushing yourself hard enough. You are not putting yourself around the right people. You are not challenging yourself to stretch beyond the boundaries of who you are. And this is important no matter what industry you're in. This is important no matter what job you're doing. This is important no matter what business you're running. If you are comfortable, if you are feeling like everything's really easy, good for you. I think that that's fantastic. But if you're going to stay there too long, you are not going to be growing. You are not going to be more successful than you are right now. The only way that you can get better and grow deeper and expand your mind and expand your experiences and expand your platform for success is if you do the hard things. And if you do the hard things, you are going to fail. So, how can you make the failure hurt a little bit less? First of all, accept that failure is not a shitty thing. Failure is an opportunity for gratitude, being grateful that you actually had the balls to try. Failure is an opportunity for growth. What have you learnt from this experience? What resources have you accumulated that you didn't have before? What new knowings do you have now that you didn't have before? Who revealed themselves to you that didn't reveal themselves to you before? All of these things are the complete opposite of failure. They are winnings. To speak to my own failures, it has taken me a long time to be excited about failing. And in a conversation that I had with Felipe, who was on the podcast last week, we talked deeply about how excited we get now as entrepreneurs at the fact that we fail at something, because it means that we've done something that we didn't dare do before, or we weren't presented with the opportunity for doing before. I recently spoke about a situation where a deal didn't go the way that I wanted it to go. And the way that I describe it is that I killed the deal, and I did kill the deal at the 11th hour. And I felt very grateful that I had the courage to do that. It was both my businesses are in the coffee industry. So yes, it was in the coffee industry. We were going to be exporting. I've never spoken about the details of the deal, and I'm going to speak about them today. We were going to be exporting Elixir to Dubai. I was very, very excited about it. I'd worked for months on this deal. We'd been approached by people before to have this product imported into Dubai, and we'd said no to everybody. We just didn't think we had the right partner. We found what we thought was the right partner. I sent someone to go and meet with them over in Dubai. They had done their due diligence on the product. We did our due diligence on them. They had the product approved by the local government, did all the testing locally over in Dubai. They got all the right permits to make it happen. They, before they had approached us, they had found out what the shipping costs would be. They were taking care of logistics. Tick, tick, tick on everything, right? And I mean, if I could explain to you the amount of work that went into this deal, in order for us to receive money from Dubai into the banks here, my bank asked me to sit for an interview to receive money because it was from a Middle Eastern country. Because we had such a great relationship with the bank, after the backwards and forwards, they went and got us approved for a big chunk of money to receive every month. So it was a lot of work. We were working with the local San Diego City, the town hall council, the city council, whatever you call it here. We were working with them. So much work went into this deal. And then at the 11th hour, I had to kill the deal because the people that we were working with had decided that the shipping was going to be too expensive. And we would need to make some adjustments on the price. And this was not okay with me. My internal talk immediately went to, how could I not have seen this coming? How could they do this to me? Why are they talking to me like this? Why are they treating me this way? Is it something about me that makes them think it's okay to not follow through with the agreement that we had? And I honestly felt like a failure. And that felt shit. It just felt shit. But because of what I had recently been working on myself with, and I've shared it with everyone, this has been a clusterfuck of a year with regards to the way energy levels have been going, and people have been depressed, and everyone wants to, just quit life and do all of that. I decided that, hold on, we've conducted ourselves with integrity, we've conducted ourselves with transparency, we're delivering a pristine product, and we have everything lined up. We haven't moved or wavered on our commitment to this deal. Why am I the one that's feeling like a failure here? Why am I the one who's feeling like I didn't get this over the line? I'm killing the deal, but I'm killing the deal because I don't want to do business with this person anymore. That is not failure. That is assertiveness, and that is something to be proud of. I killed the deal in one meeting, allowed myself to get pissed for a second, and then decided that this was absolutely the right decision and something that I should be really proud of. But of course you question yourself along the way. Of course, when things don't go the way that you want them to go, you're going to feel as though you fucked up. But I didn't fuck up. I worked really, really hard on this. And in fact, the other person who owned the company we were doing the deal with finally admitted that this wasn't something that we did from our end, from Elixir's end. The reason I share this story is because it doesn't matter how experienced you are, there are always going to be new challenges that are going to present themselves that will present the opportunity for you to feel like a failure. Resist the urge. You will fail, but you are not a failure. You are somebody who has had the courage to back themselves. You are someone who has had the courage to do something that scares you. Whether it be take on a new position where you don't know anything about the job. You've been honest and upfront and you've said, listen, I don't know how to do this job. Your boss has said, no problem. You don't know how to do this job. But you know what? You bring the unteachable skills. You bring passion. You bring excitement. You bring a fierce conviction of yourself to this job. And I'm going to believe in you. If your boss says that to you, you show up with the same belief in yourself. You will fuck up. You will fail. And you will do better. You will grow. You will learn. And the things that you found hard today will not be hard tomorrow. Remember, at the beginning of your life, you thought it was hard to walk. Now you don't even think about how you walk. You just do it. Peace, love, and peanut butter, friends.